Hey guys, what's up? Pixel Art Builder 583 here again, and welcome back for this month's edition of the PAB Magazine. There have been some updates in what we were doing last I aired this series, and I'm going to be real happy to get into them right now. So, let us get started with that, shall we? I know that I updated us on Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft last episode, but I'm going to do it again because boy oh boy have we gotten somewhere ever since. And that's for Season 7's finale. One of my friends sent in his voice lines not too long ago for episode 17. One of the things that remain is that there is some art that either he or I would do. We were discussing that he would do some of the art, and if he was to do it, he should give out some updates to be consistent about the progress. Same would go for me if I were to do it, but since I'm not as familiar with the theme of the art as he is, I'll let him do some of it for now. But make no mistake, due to some of the stuff that I'm planning on covering next, I'm not planning on finishing Season 7 this year, I'm afraid. There is a lot of planning ahead, and so much of it as is, but I'm not going to rush it by the time it comes back from another hiatus either. And since we're talking about Minecraft in Season 7 and so forth, I'm going to be talking about Sector as well. As all of you may know, the poll ended back in August 1st at the beginning of the month. And of course, Forge for 1.16.5 won. I gave it the proper deadline it should have, and I gave everyone more of a chance to vote, although not that many people in my fan base voted already. But what does it matter? I was expecting 1.16.5 with Forge to win anyway. But as I was trying to say in the initial version of the poll, which did not go too well for reasons I will redact, I'm going to implement the second tertiary world in some time after episode 20 of Sector. But expect the upcoming episodes of that series to be halted in production for now, because I have things that are a lot more work intensive to this day. Getting a job might be one of them, but I'm talking about some things that are video related in my YouTube tenure. The things I'm going to be talking about next will explain why I'm not working on more Sector episodes for the time being. One of those reasons for the Season 7 and Sector hiatus is because of the Microsoft Sam and Friends Play Left 4 Dead 2 marathon I'm still working on. Some updates on that. I recorded all the parts needed for it, although the last part never really went in my favor. Above all, I got 3 out of all 14 campaigns completed in terms of editing, which makes it roughly 21.4% of the marathon I completed if you do it all in math. I've also released a trailer about it, as far as some of you know, and yes, it was not my idea to release a trailer for it. Credit for that idea goes to my good friend Jack. But yes, because of the hard deadline of November 10th that I've got yet to produce this entire marathon by, everything else, including MSS PMC Season 7 and Sector, is going to be into the back burner for a little bit longer until either I get the majority of the marathon done or all of it. So, if you're asking me why I haven't released an episode of Minecraft Season 7 or the Sector variant or any other series, you're gonna know why. Shifting away from the marathon for a little bit, we're also going to be talking about this series that's going on outside of the marathon. It's been a hell of a while ever since Survival episodes 1 and 2 were out, but you basically know why at this point. I've been wanting to do a few more episodes in the survival segment, as well as more custom campaign attempts, but we all had ideas stacking on top of ideas for other things and such. You know how that one goes. But as far as it concerns me to say this, I'll need to put some of that in the back burner too in favor of the marathon. If I end up posting too much content between campaigns of the marathon, I might end up being late, and that would not be good at all. Now would it? But all in all, expect no content of this series outside the marathon until the marathon itself is completed either. Going away from Left 4 Dead 2 for a little while, I'm also going to be talking about the Christmas special 2021. Just when you thought the marathon itself was going to be the only culprit for some of the other series going on hiatus, the other series of mine, nope, not the case. Christmas 2021 specials process is also coming into play. Speaking of which, my team and I have made a decent amount of progress in terms of scripting, and we're still going at it to this day, even though I assigned some different times for us to work in the scripting process in terms of schedules and all that. We still got a shitload of time before it gets done by the hard deadline of December 25th. On top of that, we got a huge cast list in the script. And I mean a huge cast list. That's why I had us plan ahead of this one back at the end of July. Some people thought it would be an absurd idea at first, considering how many months we have left until Christmas. But a few wise guys once told me it's always better to plan ahead. Other than that, we're still making progress in the script, and we're still communicating on when we should meet up for the scripting, as some people are going to college and I'm going to look for a job. To transition from the Christmas special for a little while, here's where things start to become more challenging for my channel. Back about 2 years or so ago, I announced that there would be some potential series, right? Well, there are some series that I might air or some stuff like that, which include but are not limited to this. See the image here? Pause this video to read this and tell me that this seems absurd. Well, there have been some series that I previously announced that there might be that didn't make the final cut here. Because you know why? I cannot guarantee that such series will appear on my channel, as much as I try my very best to make room for them to happen. For instance, I was originally going to make a Microsoft Sam and Friends Play Back 4 Blood pilot episode, but then I ultimately decided against it because we never had enough people and someone's game had crashed to a point where it forced him to restart his computer. Even so, in all that I'm trying to exemplify, I know what a lot of you might be thinking. Hey, Pixel Art, doesn't that sound like too much content for your channel that you can handle? Well, let me assure you that I try to manage one series at a time, although yes, I have been picking up the habit of inflating my channel with some lightweight content lately. I'm not gonna tell any lies here. I'm also going to assure everyone that as much as I would like those series to happen, as much as the next person, I cannot guarantee that some series would appear, because even if they did, they would be bound to go into the back burner because of something that is work intensive or something else that is on high priority. So to those who have a large array of content out there, words of wisdom. Don't try to multitask on some series. It will be extremely hard to manage, if not impossible. And last but not least, I'm going to be listing up some of the existing series that I'm also going to be putting on the back burner because of the MSSAF PL4D2 Marathon and the Christmas Special 2021. Some of them may include, but are not limited to, Microsoft Mary Plays Shantae and the Seven Sirens, Raid Overseer Skies Retrocraft, Mac Alex and Friends Play Left 4 Dead 2, Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Signs and Errors, Microsoft Sam Plays Killing Floor 2, Pixel Art's Minecraft Adventures, the Satan and Minions Suck At miniseries, and so forth. All of those will be put in the back burner for at least a little bit longer until further notice. I know, it's frustrating to some of you who want any of the content to appear, but stuff with hard deadlines have to be prioritized first, in my professional opinion. And I know I've been procrastinating on some of the series, but I'm not willing to rush any shit or anything, because that will, and I mean will, make a series or a particular episode bad. It's not the answer to anything video related. Now then, I believe that I covered everything I needed to for this episode. If you think that I rushed anything or I missed anything that needed some covering, just tell me here in the comments or whatever. Other than that, subscribe for more videos in the future and tune in for them. This is Pixel Art Builder 583 signing off. Peace out.